This evening on the WTV News Hour, Jack Black of the Monsters of Light raided the home of an innocent local. Neighbors witnessed the self-proclaimed Hazel Goose inside a stolen Porsche from their driveway, boxes piled high in the back row. Police have been dispatched to investigate the items within said boxes, and it appears Jack Black is under the arachnopire's influence.
We can't have a hole here. The yard is too small.
I already dug it.
Your humans won't like it. We should have dug it in my yard. My family's more accepting.
It's my hole to dig and you should be more accepting of my decisions.
Not when they're wrong. I have things to do as an active member in Dragon Society, and the commute from your yard is too far.
You didn't have a problem coming to my yard. Just teleport if your event's that far.
And miss the experience of the wind in my wings? No! Teleporting is for lazy humans rushing through their overworked little lives.
You sure do complain like a human. No love on the constant negativity of the millionth New Worlding event. Why are you here, Taylor, if you aren't going to lend a claw in this construction?
Well, I couldn't just let you make a terrible mistake. Besides, I have no way of knowing if I can start to right, given your savage communication with your parents.
So you think I need my mama and papa to teach me everything? I dug this hole without their input. I can build this home with my own wits and instinct. Did you ever think it was dragon hormones determining how to construct a nest?
A dog can dig a hole, but you'll never construct it with any decency suitable for a red tail without my guidance.
Oh, so you think because you read more books and write a poem with your papa that you know to construct a nest better than me? Ha! You make me laugh, Taylor
At least
Redtail.
I have a draconym, unlike you. You're just Natahl nothing. At least my offspring will know their place in Dragon Society as a red tail.
Insulting my family's status without even knowing them is a low move. You redtails spend far too much time with your snout up high, flaunting your status. Save your superiority act for the humans.
I'm trying to teach you the red tail ways because I love you and I want you to fit in with my
Have
family.
you been hanging around pissed with humans that seems to have absorbed their stupidity? I think a redtail such as you would speak more smartly. Listen here, I don't care what your papa thinks of me. This is happening with or without your micromanagement. Who's the one laying this egg? Me. Who's the one with the maternal instinct to know how to care for said egg? Me. So unless you help me, shut your snout and scram!
The dragon talk? Ocean. If it's about the Monsters of Light drama, I don't want to hear it.
No, they're the dragon.
Dragon. Natahl is one dragon.
But there's two. Natahl yells at the blue dragon.
Are you crazy? There aren't any blue dragons around here besides Sanji, and she doesn't come here without
Natahl was
asking.
going to Taylor the dumb, and he was saying she's dumb. They're arguing about a nest and egg.
Taylor? Are you trying to say Taylor? Birds don't lay eggs in autumn trees.
But the...
Cannon and scream. I don't listen to crystal fabrications.
But it's true.
That scaly son of a witch. Natahl, what the heck are you doing yelling so loud that Trace came in my room claiming you're arguing about nests and eggs? My family's right there in the living room and could have easily have heard you as well if they weren't so transfixed on the TV.
Can you say I'm busy, Ocean?
Did you not understand me? Trace heard you yelling. She heard you talking, understood it, and told me you were arguing with Taylor about nests and eggs. Taylor, your boyfriend, whom only I know of, being the sole Hudson who knows you talk. Has it sunk in yet?
Did you tell her she imagined it?
Of course I did.
Then there's no problem.
This is a medium-sized problem at the least. Trace might tell the others, which will lead to more dysfunction in our already strained state. They'll probably all flock to the yard, wanting to be your friend, asking you to take them places, want to use you to make themselves look superior to other magical folk. Even if Trace stays quiet, you'll still think to our dumb 7-year-old
I'll
questions.
just not talk. They won't take advantage of me if they think the small one lied. It's believable. You humans lie constantly.
Yes, and you can start that silence
We
now.
should not go silent when I haven't introduced myself yet, especially after your abysmal entrance, Oceana Hudson. The name's Taylor Redtail, and Natahl's mate, or baby daddy as you humans informally call it.
Baby? Egg? Dragon Dun, you're pregnant, Natahl? Of course the first time I see this elusive boyfriend of yours is when he got a giant egg in you.
This is all your fault, Taylor. I wasn't going to tell her until the nest was finished, but you had to yell at the top of your lungs about stupid red-tail nesting tradition.
It's too late now. Listen to that small one called Trace knows.
Don't worry about my sister. I've dealt with it. Told her it was a mere fabrication of the mind. She won't know as long as you keep your snout shut.
In Nokra's name.
What are you looking at? Trace, I told you to stay inside.
You also told me I fit, but I didn't.
What happened was you're 7, so you got bored of Wizard News, and since everyone else was watching, you went to me to spread lies for attention.
I thought you'd wanted to know this weird dragon was here.
Then why didn't you just say, I saw a blue dragon outside?
Why are you out here by lying?
To figure out what crazy thing occurred and make you spin such a tale, I'm waiting to find these idiots yelling at the top of their lungs.
I told you why.
Sometimes roaring sounds like words, but it's certainly not the
I know what I heard.
Could you buzz off already?
Why won't you believe me?
Supper's ready. What do you suppose Tyrese is doing? I bet he's building a machine worse than the Trixie Dust dispenser and the monsters the latter constructing out of stolen materials.
Nonsense. It's just simple fear-mongering to weaken the city's sense of security so they'll be too weak to fight back on the next
If
attack.
the monsters were going to have a big strike, wouldn't they have done it already? They've been quick to bounce back. I don't see patience and meticulous plans with them.
Well, one thing is for sure, Sudafo's good guy rep is out the window. No way he's changed if he's working with those scummy monsters.
Lucas says Pseudophos isn't good or evil.
What does that kid know?
He microchilled me several times at Wizzy Prep. I could have been kicked out for that cheating made me do.
Lucas says Pseudophos is trying to butt place to cause town.
That's what every thief and lion drug in this town thinks. Don't believe what Lucas says, he's related to that scoundrel.
Lucas' mom and sister don't want him near him.
But he's an impressionable child like you. He's probably already tainted with evil thoughts.
You've lost your mind, Dad. Lucas good. Why, Trace? Trace? Why aren't you defending me? Natal's pregnant.
Trace?
Sorry, I crack under your pressure.
Natal, pregnant? Where did you get such an outrageous idea?
I just decided to dragons in the backyard making a nest.
More like herd.
2 dragons? 2 dragons!
He's blue.
So Natal has brought another dragon to our backyard. Doesn't mean she's pregnant.
Think, Macy. Natal has been here for almost 2 years, and she has never brought home anyone under hundreds of disappearances. This is a first.
You're right. The dragon's like a solitary cat, only pairing up to have a kid. Soon we'll have 5 baby dragons burning down the house. What did you do, Ocean? Me? I don't control nature.
You must have influenced her somehow.
You're overreacting.
Ocean didn't know until I told her.
The dragon's pregnant! The dragon's pregnant!
How big is a dragon litter? A few at most, but more likely one. Dragons aren't like crocodiles that lay dozens. That's still too many. They'll be noisy, burn stuff, wander away so they can destroy more things. We'll never hear the end of it. Our neighbors are already not the fondest of us.
Forget about destruction, Macy. We can repair it easier than our reputation that'll surely be in shambles if the wizard world knows of our reckless dragons.
Yeah, that dragon should have built her nest elsewhere so a disaster offspring will ruin the neighborhood. Can I have the baby? There's only one.
Me and Trace should have it, because we have no magic.
But you're a baby.
You're too dumb.
We used to put those babies up for adoptions like puppies.
Then they can't be nuisances.
Can we keep one? No, you'll be a bad influence. You only think that because you and Dad love Ocean more than me.
Shut up, Kristoff!
You're here before the bell, Celeste? Is something wrong?
No, my Celestial Guard training ended early. There's no sense in Rover working today with
Don't
what's
be
happening
cryptic,
tomorrow.
Celeste.
I was getting to a point. I'm going on a week-long trip through space to practice what I've learned. My guides and Esther is very excited about this. But don't worry, I'll return in a week.
It won't be a big change. We've already distanced, and you sleep for a third of our time.
Are you sure you'll be fine? It's only been a week since your breakup with Terrence.
That's plenty of time to forget about him. Like I said, we were already distant, so I've lost nothing, really.
If that's what you think.
Well, Carver, your jokes are actually funny.
You look like you need some company.
No, not really.
Nonsense. It's a glorious day. No one should be lonely.
Are you socially inept? I'm a loner less because I'm doing
Your
homework.
rudeness to my kind gesture makes you
Rudeness is
seem-
just a mere act. A social turn that doesn't seem to be working.
Let's start over. I'm Terrence Fronsfield.
You gotta be joking.
Why would I? Your name is Oceana, isn't that not a name?
Don't read my magic history essay. This is the first draft.
Magic history is one of my favorite subjects. Don't you just love deconstructing past society to understand how ours works?
I would, but the past is too eerily similar to today.
How so?
History is just privileged, arrogant men with superiority complexes, lacking impulse control, a bunch of war-torn, impoverished, miserable societies suffering under some group's power struggle with the government. The fighting will never end. It hits too close to home.
You were in a fight? You don't look injured.
Isn't it obvious I implied the revolt?
People at the schools seem to talk a lot about this revolt.
It seems I am still doomed to its ever-present grip on conversation, despite how much I avoid it.
Why would you avoid something that is so important to the school? I'd be making my voice heard.
That's a quick way to get people to hate you. If you side with the monsters, oh, good luck staying alive. The students and teachers alike are very polarized. If you pick an argument with the wrong person, there goes the whole lesson. This is now a yelling match. You can't even get them to stop, as the silence you don't can be put over the room to further enable them to argue without consequence. I miss the days where rowdy class gets you a scolding from the next room. Magic makes being bad easier.
Magic brings to light the bad that always was. Rainbows are refracted light, and blackness or darkness is its absence. Too much of that means you need light. And voila, magic brings darkness to the surface because it's putting light towards shadows to reveal them, or at least it's what I've heard.
Isn't that just a pretentious version of what I literally just said?
No, it's the evidence to deduce that there's going to be a student body uprising.
What?
Isn't that what this revolt is going to be?
It already happened. How could you possibly not know that?
I'm from Batty Haven.
No wonder Terrence wanted to go there.
Who's Terrence?
An ex-friend, a boy he used to love until the cold grip of the revolt stole his happiness, leaving him a hollow husk of the person used to be. I don't know if he'll ever get better.
Oh, so it was a past student uprising.
No! It was Crystalian monsters riding in their cities, destroying property and lives for the fun of it in the name of acquiring a monster country.
What channel is it on? Can I stream it?
It's not a show. I want to punch you so bad right now, but I don't want to be suspended and lose my distraction from my home
This
life.
is not talked about where I'm from.
No, duh. It's so insensitive of you to be so critically oblivious to the various struggles of everybody in this school. My family was hit hard by the revolt. Pseudoforce possessed my brother. My older brother couldn't remember who he was for a month, breaking his wife's heart to the point of dumping him off at our house to essentially babysit him. Our bakery was partially destroyed. We were in constant fear for our lives. Terrence was recruited by my evil uncle Justin, along with his evil brother Jinx, who brainwashed him. Terrence was saved before he could get killed, but was too far gone to be properly recovered. Now my family argues about the past and new monsters like drama every day. My younger sisters are friends with Pseudoforce's son, so now our parents are questioning that. It's just a burnt cake of disaster my life has been baked into.
Still, I would love to stream it. I gotta know how it ends.
I can't believe you right now. Even after knowing I'm going through hard times, you still make a mockery of my emotions?
I don't know how to react to what you just said.
Not doing this. Nope.
Sup, my
We
seawater?
are not close enough for nicknames. Did you not get that I don't want you when I walked away?
You sure? Your inner flame burns so fervently that you can barely contain the bliss it
Are
exudes.
you a dragon? Because that is not something a human should see.
I don't see it. I feel it. My dragon sees it, though.
Must be an illusion. My emotions are too dark for a happy dancing flame.
Are you blind? It's beneath all this talk of too dark for happy dancing flame business. It pulsates in yellow, blue, and green around your head.
You can see my magic signature?
With a glyph, yes, for a couple seconds. Can you? I thought everyone could use the MSG. That's the term for it from where I come.
I thought it was impossible to see magic trails without the rainbow visit of a Lumenjock, unless you're using high amounts of black magic.
Your school remains in the dark. Glyphs are the next level of magic. Pour raw rainbow magic power into it, and bam, glyph is activated, and you see magical signatures. But the glyph itself must be drawn right before pouring raw magic into it, or you will get dodgy results at best.
I
And the
know what
permanent
glyphs
curse
are.
on
You
yourself
just don't
at
learn
worst.
enough, Frederick, unless you're in the underschool.
First, a school uprising could turn to a TV show. Now the school turned out to be magically conservative. Huh! My old school was right up there with the Rainbow Institute. Everyone uses glyphs.
Why don't you go find a real girlfriend on the second floor?
No, I'm with you.
Ugh.
Your analytical nature reminds me of my boyfriend Ned.
You want to cheat on your boyfriend? With me?
Nah, he's chill. Reverse engineers vehicles and loves unicorns.
But then why are you trying to ditch your boyfriend?
It's not that weird. My parents are married and dad has a long distance boyfriend, but I can't say his name. Mom's a florist, dad's a photography. What about your family?
My dad is arrogant and terrible to everyone, except me, because I'm the appointed savior. Just a bunch of chosen one chores and dissatisfactory attention.
There are no chosen ones, just people with many lives and ancient souls who know the wizard game and outshine their peers in magic because of their compounded past skills from other times. Simple. It helps when you're a philosopher like me. People ought to stop treating others like they're gods, though. That's the real problem. Ancient soul wizards are wiser than most people with an advanced magical skill set.
Isn't that what a god is, though? The problem is that I hate people who think I'm better than everyone and more deserving of praise than them. I can sense the envy in my siblings' eyes.
How are you more special than your family if I know more magic than you?
Have you been burdened with bad guy management and thing with family honor?
Oh, so you like to play superhero?
I don't like that job.
If you hate it, why do it?
Because I have to. If I don't, someone will hate on me. Why are you so good at getting me to spill my secrets when we just met yesterday?
I'm good at socializing.
Your need to insert yourself into my life has lowered my guard. I shouldn't be sharing such things with someone I'll only know for a few days.
You want to go on a broom ride with me tomorrow?
Wizards do that?
Are people here uncultured?
I've never heard anyone ride brooms outside of necessity.
Will you try it out?
I don't see a reason why I wouldn't.
What are you doing?
Reading?
How? You're just staring at a
Yes, the
crystal.
words of a dragon are recorded in the story crystal and transmitted into my mind.
So, like an audiobook. You got a nice cave.
Yep, and as soon as I finished, Taylor gave me his crystals in hopes I'd learn the parent conditions his family are so adamant
I
about.
gather you dislike him.
Yes, and my egg hasn't been laid yet. He's so steadfast to his red-tailed prophecies of dragon-bonded savior which will never manifest. Meow's path has mere perfect accuracy. Everything thus far predicted which has manifested like the revolts, and my forthcoming child are wholesale truth.
Meowla is Jade
I
Path?
spoke too much. Back to Taylor. I don't know what foolish nonsense led me to this coming egg. Perhaps human black magic.
You chose to be Otelo. Why are you so confused about this?
A dragon getting pregnant is like a human getting pregnant. It can be a choice or the result of chance, bad luck, a curse, or some divine intervention. I didn't choose for this egg to be inside me.
But you're having a kid. It's like you moved 2 steps ahead of me in life. You skipped into adulthood. We won't be the same. You'll spend all your time raising a baby, and I'll be a teenager. You'll tell me I'm a baby for not being like you. Can't go on adventures because your baby will be left alone to burn the house down. This is supposed to happen when people are in their 20s, not at 14. Do I need a boyfriend for us to be equal? Oh, this Jance guy is corrupting me.
Darren?
A bothersome boy who inserted himself into my quiet space, insisting I date him. Bothersome because he didn't know about the revolt, because he's from the town Terrence fled to. What an insult to injury! He's just a judgmental, insensitive, delusional boy. But don't get me sidetracked. I'm talking about you!
I don't have the energy to deal with your puny human problems. My emotion ocean is stormy enough without your overreaction.
You want to ignore my feelings too? I see now, you're just another distant friend who wants to leave me. If you're gone, that means all I have left is Jarrett's. Why did I let him convince me to go broom riding tomorrow? He talks like we're already dating when we met yesterday. It's obviously a trap. But my optimistic side wants to say it's not. Even if it's a ruse to romance me, I can just dip out of it. I owe that jerk or nothing.
I had to go to that fool's house and knock his mind straight.
I think running from his day job would be more damaging. You're not even relevant.
I smell a rat.
Who? Whoa, big cave. Trace, sneaking out here again? Mommy, making food. Cooking doesn't equate to eating. What are we talking about? There was no we in this. Natahl's my dragon. I'm telling on you. You wouldn't dare. I'm going to do it. They wouldn't understand you. Mom will. You think she has patience to listen to you, Jervis? Because I don't. You be mean.
Stop arguing. If I knew guarding my secret would amass this much headache, then I might as well not guard it at all.
I saw Kristoff sneaking into the hills with your broom yesterday evening. Should have known it was him. Glad it reappeared, so I don't have to tell Janet's I misplaced Does a broom fly hay have a destination? How should I know? I just thought they were like wizard cars. You go places with them. You're thinking flying cars. Brooms are more like... We'll have fun aimlessly wandering the late afternoon sky. Depends on if Janet's makes it weird.
Do you like the weather? Is the speed of the flight good enough?
You think I have opinions on weather and speed of broom fights? What kind of answer are you trying to get at?
That was the wrong kind of question. Let me think. Do you like dragon riding?
As an escape from family? Yes. For sport, only with Terrence. Why?
I do it all the time. You have a dragon?
Yeah, why?
How odd destiny brings us together. Finally, someone to appreciate dragon history with.
As long as the dragon talking isn't arrogant.
They aren't arrogant, just aware of their intellectual superiority to humans.
Why are you defending dragons? Their arrogance makes them think they are gods, which we agreed yesterday is not a status you should embrace.
It's just an ingrained response from neighbors criticizing my dragon.
I can sense a dragon-like feeling of superiority in you. If my dragon met yours, she'd run them off. She can't handle not being the smartest of the family. She looks at you like you're useless to her and goes on month-long trips. just to prove we can't control her.
She sounds hateful. My dragon's more social and intellectual. He's a respectful author of philosophy and critiquing
So you
culture.
absorbed your personality from his books?
You keep complaining about how terrible your life is, just like your human-hating dragon. How these dragons don't belong to dysfunctional families such as yours.
My dragon had an argument with her boyfriend, indicating that dragons too are dysfunctional.
Your dragon's in a relationship? So is mine.
Your dragon got my dragon pregnant!
What?
Your dragon is arrogant about his writings and family traditions, which are just the things Natahl was yelling at Taylor about when she was digging her hole for the nest last Thursday.
Taylor's the name of my dragon. How shocking you say he got your dragon pregnant.
Haven't you noticed him acting strangely?
I've been so focused on our move that I didn't think much of his more frequent disappearances or his more negative shift in mood. Now it makes sense. The universe is saying we are destined to be together. Don't you see, Ocean? I can now confess my love for you and share it with the world.
Are you saying you lied about broom fights being normal so you could trick me into going on a date? Gross! I'm not dating you knowing our dragons are pregnant. Also, we met 2 days ago!
You can't deny what is meant to be.
I denied Destiny before, and you're just delusional. I'm going home.
Maybe I rush things. That doesn't mean we can't be together.
Bye, Jarrett.
Sup, Seawater?
Would you stop calling me that? I haven't gone 1 week and you have a new friend?
I'm Jarrett Flouncfield, ex-resident of Batty Haven. You are?
Celeste Thunderhoof, equestrian and member of the Celestial Guard.
A galactic savior in our midst? Is it your destiny to abscond my precious Seawater?
So you've replaced Terrence with his Batty Haven trash in an attempt to fill the void? Are you okay,
I'm
Ocean?
not-
He's the one who continuously eats here, spouting that Destiny proclaims he cheats on his boyfriend with me. Typical Batty Haven loony right there. You're actually eating, Celeste? Mm-hmm. Has something changed? Oh, right. I haven't explained yet. I'm back for Celestial Guard business on a 20-week break. Now to April 7th of next year. I've been through the large hole in Navernese and trying to shrink it. With as many as there are on the guard, couldn't it be fixed? We can't send the whole guard. The hole was created by the stressing of the elastic balloon-like outer shell of Navernese too thin to remain together. Now devilish creatures beyond your wildest nightmares seep through into our world. See the danger here? That's why I've been so overworked. Sorry, that does sound important. But weren't you going to space? I did go to space to pick up other guard members, then travel to the dimensional pocket. Dreamland is safer in numbers, especially around demons.
Oh, so my Seawater is the universe savior lesbian type? Is this to define the destiny it's meant to be? Oh, the shame in losing you, Seawater.
I'm not anyone's
I don't
Seawater.
have time for romantic endeavors. Too busy carrying the universe's cosmic balance in my hands, society's high expectations on my shoulders.
So you don't love me, Ocean? Our dragons do.
That's not a reason to date someone.
Our dragons were fated to mate. That means we are fated to as well. The correlation is uncanny.
This Jarrett's dude sure doesn't have much to conversations. Does he, Ocean? And anyway, I'm going to save my salad for later. I have to get to class now. Bye!
Great. You ran her off.
This pumpkin soup smells amazing, Macy. It's an old tree family tradition, have an orange Thanksgiving. That's why half the rolls of cave jam instead of cranberry. Fascinating. I thought only Skeletons based their meals around color.
You're too dumb.
But I've been wizard 6th grade in the same school as Ocean, so I'm basically in high school like her.
You don't even have a wand.
I will one day. More than you'll ever have.
Which is why I need it more than you.
Weren't you just talking about this a few weeks ago? You're not special.
You're a mistake.
Both of you bickering over yet to be laid eggs just proves neither of you is mature enough to own a dragon.
And toss an egg?
This reminds me of my dream. Last night I saw an older Tobias riding a blue dragon.
My baby's gonna be dragon bonded.
That'll be such a cute ceremony.
Not cute. Just another beat in Meow's grand plan.
Oh, destiny forbid, I want to support my own son.
That ship has sailed, Mother.
First I have to pretend to tolerate that blue girl and her spawn at my family's Thanksgiving dinner. Now you're fabricating that it's gonna be dragon bonding with our guard dragon's mistake of a child? Preposterous!
Shut up, David. Matthew was kind enough to put his grievances aside so that our grandson could have his first Thanksgiving with his family. Sandy and Tobias are our guests. And if you can't find one nice word to say to them, get the heck out. Thanksgiving is about appreciating what you have, and there's no room at this table for an ungrateful man-child.
I can't believe it. You stood up to Dad.
You stood up for me. Why didn't I do that?
What are we thankful for? Who wants to start?